What's happening, everybody? I am doing a quick tutorial on setting up a multi-track session for the first time in Adobe Audition 2020, Adobe Audition 13.0. So let's just jump right into it. So first you pull up your Adobe Audition, then up in the top you can click multi-track right here, or you can go to File and you can go New, Multi-Track Session, or on Mac, you can do Command N. Any of those ways will open up the opportunity to start a new multi-track session. And so whenever you do that, you just label it, you title it what you want it to be. So we'll just say New Test Session. And then this folder location is where it will save it. So I'll be fine with that location right there. I'm not going to add a template to it right now. I can select what bitrate I'd like. 44,100 is pretty standard for broadcast, so I'm going to leave it at that. Sure, the higher you go, the better quality it will be, but it does take up more disk space. So 44.1 is just fine for me. I like doing a bit depth of 32, but you'll probably be just fine with either of these as well, 24 or 16. This is something that it just adds more dynamic to the audio that you record. So I like 32, which is essentially 24 with 8 additional for volume gain. So 32 float works for me. And when I record vocals, I almost always record in mono because it gives it a fuller tone. But you also have the option to record in stereo, or if your system is set up for it, 5.1 surround. So we can do a stereo track if we want to, or a mono track. Let's go ahead and create a mono multi-track session by hitting OK. Then it will take a second and it pulls this up, and lo and behold, here it is. This is my multi-track session in Adobe Audition. It is created under New Test Session.sesx, and that is how you'll find it in your system under that folder that it saved it under. And you can simply record right out of it if you have a microphone set up. There's another tutorial showing you how to set up your microphone in Adobe Audition 13.0, and all I have to do to record is hit record, and then just like that, no sweat. So it records pretty simply. And now there's something else up in the top left. You see it's called Waveform, or and if you're used to the 3.0, this is also the edit view. And so here it is, just like that. No. And now the difference between waveform and multitrack, you can see, is I'm just going right into the actual element that is recorded or input in the system, the piece of audio. So from waveform, I can get some very up close and down low editing, whatever I want to do. I can change all manner of stuff from waveform. Now the difference between waveform and multitrack is in waveform, this is destructive editing. So now when I go to multitrack, that piece is gone and I have to upload my new track to it. It's a whole thing. There's a whole lot more explanation I'm going to get into the more I put these together. But waveform, remember, it is destructive editing. Those pieces that I took away, they are gone. I can't get them back because I changed it in waveform, right? In multitrack, non-destructive, if I take my razor tool right here, cut it, clip this, and delete it, now because I am in waveform, I can get it back. That's non-destructive editing. So anything I do in waveform, I can always get it back. And I can shrink it down like this, whatever I want to do. But it's always still there. It's just hidden in the background. But if I go into, that was multitrack. If I go into waveform and do it and delete something, now it's gone. And it goes away on this side too. I can't get it back any longer. So those are kind of the simple differences of waveform and multi-track view and how to establish a new multi-track session. If you have any questions, email, text, call, let me know what you think. Thanks a lot.